Hello YouTubers. So this, what we're looking at, is an old Danelectro. Unfortunately, the tuning machine, sorry I had to bend over and pick them up. The original tuners are missing parts, and I'm pretty sure they're probably not going to, actually maintain tuning if I could find those little gears. But I did buy new tuners, just a cheap Amazon thing. I know it's going to totally change the originality of it, but this was given to me probably 40 years ago. No, maybe not that long. Maybe 35, 40 years ago. It came to me in pieces, and the pieces were in this little bag. So there's stuff obviously missing. The the decal's gone. That's how it was when I got it. I've been trying to sand this down to get some of the dirt out of it. This fretboard's been treated. The frets are actually really good. The nut's still good. There's no adjustment, truss rod adjustment, but it's really straight, so I'm shocked at that. The guy that gave it to me painted it. I don't even know what color originally was, but I'm probably going to sand it down and repaint it. This is the original bridge, but it's missing the little rosewood piece, which I probably had at one point, and over the years going through boxes not knowing what the piece of wood was, probably tossed it, or it's in another box that I can't find. So anybody knows anything, these are not really that well to intonate, but I did buy this bridge, which is basically a hardtail bridge that's intonatable, and I'm going to mount it. There is a center block of wood like somewhere in here. This is the original pickguard electronics. This is not wired correctly. I was trying to see if this pickup could work, but I can't even get any readings off of it. So, but I'm not sure how this was originally connected. I don't even know if this is the original pickup or pickguard for this guitar, because I don't understand why it would be like that. I mean, it wasn't connected. I connected it trying to make it to work. But I dated the pots. They are from 1960. This is all the original electronics. Somebody's name's written on here. I don't know who the heck that guy is, but he wasn't the one that gave it to me. So this could be like a mishmash of parts from originally. Who knows? I mean, there's no way to really date the guitar. But like I said, it was painted by the original guy that gave it to me. So I am going to attempt to get this thing back up and running. I'm probably going to paint it. I'll probably sand this all the way down once I get everything working. I'm not even quite sure what this three-way switch is for. It's kind of hard to find info on the internet, but I don't know what the switch is. Maybe it puts it in and out of phase, or who knows? I don't know enough about Danelectros. These knobs have been painted over too, it looks like. But I'm getting continuity, if you want to call it, signal through the wiring. If I put a plug, obviously. But I'm gonna guess all this stuff works, but we'll see. I know I probably shouldn't change this. I know I can find that rosewood thing for 10 bucks, but maybe I'll try that first. Spend the $10 and see if I can keep it semi-original. That's a shame that these are missing parts. I don't know how well it would keep it in tune, but they feel pretty sloppy. Anyhow, this is a project that I've had sitting in a box for a long time. A long time, but COVID kind of is making me do things I don't normally mess with, so we'll see. Maybe I'll shoot some more video as I progress. And thanks for watching. More to come, hopefully. It'll probably be at the end of me saying that. Or this. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've put on these replacement tuners. These were bought off of Amazon. I think they're made by, I don't know how you say that, Fleor. 18:1 turning ratio. They seem pretty solid. These look very similar to ones if you ever bought a Firefly guitar made in China. This looks just like those tuners. But I had to make these holes a little bigger, obviously, so I had to wait for a drill bit to come in today. so I can make it bigger. So going back to the old one's never going to happen, but it's okay. I'm not doing this to try and keep its originality. And I took the bridge off, and now we're going to kind of eyeball this new one. Let's see where it needs to go, measurement-wise. Hold, stand by, more coming. Okay, here's a little progress. This slot is cut really low, but still works. I got this bridge on here. It's a Wilkinson. I kind of, measured and split the difference or whatever, like you're supposed to double from the 12th fret. And I really have to have these in almost maximum to get this side to intonate. So I might just shift this back. That was the original hole right there. Might just split the difference, because then I can go that way, because these strings are kind of hitting the screws. I don't know if you can see that, but we're going to just try to get this thing good, and then probably get a new pickup, because I think that one's dead. I can't get any kind of reading through it. And once I get this all working and set up, then I'll probably sand it down and paint it something different. But there we are so far. More to come. Alright, I've been actually trying to sand some of this paint off while I'm waiting for some more parts. I'm thinking this pickup is dead, because I'm not getting any reading out of it. Took it all apart, you even put a meter on it and you don't get continuity, so there's something screwed up in there somewhere. But I'm thinking this was the original color, this, I don't know what you would call that, beige? I'm sure they have a specific name for it, but see some primer on there too. It's getting kind of chunky, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this real smooth. Maybe hand sand it, I don't know, but it's gonna take a lot to get this back down to the original, whatever the heck that is, Formica or whatever they made these out of. Alright, more to come. Okay, so I bought this lipstick pickup from Amazon by Musiclily. Supposedly a replacement. It is as long as the other one, but this housing, obviously you can mount it. So I'm trying to put the original pieces back on, and what I'm finding out is that on the old one it's screwed in to the housing itself, and this new one, if you put these on, can't quite grab the screw. So I'm gonna unsolder this so I can get the wire through and remove this, and then I'll remount those, and we'll go from there, and hopefully this pickup will work. Stay tuned. Okay, so I had success. It's mounted, and it's not quite perfect, but we'll make it work. Well, here it is. That's current state, but it is back together, and it is working. This still works. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do, because it doesn't seem like it does anything, but I'm playing at a very low volume. So this input jack's a little screwy, or output jack. I just had to throw some other screws because they were missing. There's the new Wilkinson intonatable bridge. This is a Musiclily lipstick pickup. It says it's for Danelectro. I had to make it work, a little couple modifications, but this thing plays great. Might need to replace this, because this one's, the low E or high E is cut really deep, but it works. So there you have the Danelectro so far. I don't know, maybe I'll do some sound samples, maybe I'll repaint it, because that was my attempt. I was trying to get off this finish, but the stuff just gunks up my sander, so we'll see what happens. Don't want to go too deep, but it's pretty cool. This thing has been in a bag and in a box in pieces for 35 years, around there, maybe longer, who knows, but it's actually making noise. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, check out my music if I don't do any sound samples with this, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Good morning, you turd fans. I'm just kidding, you're not turds. I'm a turd. Well, here it is. I thought I might have said in the previous clip or whatever that I wasn't going to do little sound samples, but it's early morning, it's raining, the weather's been stinko outside for the last couple days. Winter's on its way, but I'm going to have a sip of this coffee here. Because that's how you get your day started. So, here it is. I'm actually going through my Kemper profiler, which is the Friedman Runt 20 clean channel. No effects. This jack's a little screwy. I'm not quite sure what this toggle switch is for because it doesn't really seem to change anything unless I wired something wrong. But one thing I noticed is that when I'm in up position, the tone seems to work. And it doesn't really do much there. And it does there. So maybe it's a different roll-off. Maybe somebody could leave a nice comment and say, oh, you have it wired wrong, or blah, blah, blah. But this is the 1960 Danelectro. This jack is still a little screwy as long as you don't wiggle it. But I just want to play a couple clean things for you so you can hear what it sounds like clean. There's no effects, there's no backing track. You're just getting the audio from the mic going through my speakers here. And I don't think I'm going to paint this. I kind of like it the way it is. I mean, I've already butchered it enough, right? And it came to me in a million pieces, sitting in a box, as you know, for probably 35, 40 years. So, let's see how it sounds. If I can do this without screwing up. And if there's an edit, that's because I screwed up. You know what? For something that I'm only going to use to maybe record that certain specific sound on a clean amp, which is, as you've watched any of my other videos or heard my songs, you know I don't really do that often. So I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. I revived an old guitar that was just sitting. So, thanks for watching. I know I said it before, but subscribe, hit the notification bell, go buy my music, check out my music, support independent musicians. I don't make any money off this YouTube channel, so thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.